Hey folks, this is going to be a quick overview of getting your data from Excel into LoggerPro, graphing it, and then dealing with uncertainties. So I'm going to just go to my data from Excel, and my top row has all of the relevant data that I need. And in fact, I'm actually only going to be graphing pressure against NT over V. So I'm going to have way more stuff than I need, but I am going to select all of it. I'll copy it. Then I'm going to go back to LoggerPro. I'll maximize this. Let's make this data set a little bit bigger. I'm just going to click that top cell and paste it, and it pastes my all of my data. Now I can delete all of the columns that I don't need one by one. I only want pressure in pascals and its uncertainty and NT over V. So let's delete those columns that I don't need. Pressure and delta pressure I want. I don't care about width. Whoops, deleted the whole table. Just undo that. Delete that column. Delete that. Delete that. Don't care about the volume or the uncertainty in the volume. Okay, so I now have the data that I need. I have the pressure uncertainty, NT over V, the relative uncertainty of NT over V, and the absolute uncertainty of NT over V, which we really don't need both, we need one or the other. Next thing I want to do is I want to clean out the column name, so I'll just double click the top of column 1, and it's pressure in pascals. So in the column definition, I'm going to name the column pressure. The short name is going to be lowercase p, the symbol for pressure, and the units are pascals. And I'm going to do the rest of those off of the video. Actually, one thing to note when you are editing the names, you can add Greek letters if you go to the drop-down box. This is my uncertainty and pressure, so I'm going to go to the drop-down box, Greek uppercase letter, and do a delta P. And my units are still going to be pascals. And I'll do the rest of these outside of the video. Okay, I've fixed the column titles, including the units and the short names and everything. But I noticed that I have this pesky top column with pressures. I can delete that if I want. Those are just labels, so I'm just going to select row 1 and press delete to delete those. Now we want to graph our data. I'm graphing pressure against NT over V. Nice part about Logger is once I have my columns all set up, I just click the y-axis here. You can see there's a little y there. Click to choose y column. I'm going to hit more, and I want my y column to be pressure. Hit OK. I've got pressure now against pressure. I need to change my x column to NT over V. NT over V. And now it looks like I have a straight line. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to auto scale my graph. And it looks like it's definitely a straight line, but what I actually want to do is auto scale it from 0 so we can see that 0, 0 value here. Now the last thing I'm going to need to do is add, well, not the last thing, I'm going to need to add error bars. To add error bars to a column, all I have to do is, well, let's add error bars to the pressure. Double click pressure, takes me to the column options. Go to options, and we got to check this box for error bar calculations. Now, we actually have a fixed error, and so we could just type in 50,000 to our fixed error constant here. Press done, and it should give us error bars for pressure. Looks like I don't see error bars for pressure, but I think that's just because the error is quite small compared to the actual values given. We would also want to convert these to scientific notation because these are huge values. Let's add error bars for NT over V. So I'm going to double click that column, go to options, select error bar calculations, and I can either do percentage error or fixed value. I calculated the absolute error, so I'm going to do fixed value. Since the values are all different, I'm going to use a column, and my column is going to be the uncertainty in NT over V. So delta NT over V. Click that, Hit done. And now we have error bars. So the vertical error bars are too small to see. That's okay. We really only need to deal with whichever type of error is bigger. Just explain that the vertical error bars are too small to see in our lab report. Last thing I want to do is add that movable linear fit so I can find the maximum and minimum slope. I can get just a regular linear fit by doing the linear fit button. Data set pressure. Oh, we need to select additional points to do the curve fit. So I'm going to select all points, do a linear fit, and there we get our linear fit. 8.31, wow, right on the money for the R value. To do a movable linear fit, we're going to insert, actually it's analyze, model. We want to do a linear model and press OK. Here's my linear model down here. I'm going to move the helper tool. Let's double click this helper tool, and we can enable line drag in this checkmark box here. Click that. Now we can actually move our linear fit up and down so that it is within the error bars, and we can get a maximum and a minimum best fit line that fits within all those error bars. So this would be my maximum best fit line. I might want to color it a different color. I could also do a minimum, sorry, that's maximum slope best fit line. I could also do a minimum slope best fit line by trying to get in all the error bars, but with the lowest possible slope. And let's try maybe something like that. That looks pretty good. And so now I have a range of values for my R, which means I can get an uncertainty in R. That's LoggerPro. It's super easy to use and really, really great, great for graphing and dealing with uncertainty.